Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is Twin Flames Unite, and we are at it again. And if y'all don't know by now, I'm Chris.
And I'm Leisha.
What up? What's going on, everybody? Yo, we have so much to cover in so little time.
We have so little to cover and a lot of time to do it.
All right.
I'm just playing.
So we just make sure everybody gets in here, and let me just. Okay, we got good stuff coming in.
This is gonna be a quick live tonight, guys. Valerie, welcome. Thank you for being here. It's gonna be a really quick live. First thing on the agenda is we're gonna talk about the name change for the channel. A few people, well, quite a bit of people voted for the name change. If you guys hadn't seen it, it's still on our community board. You can go ahead and help us select which one of the names that you prefer.
Yes.
So that we're going to cover that. We're going to make a big announcement.
Yeah, big.
It's a little accomplishment.
Just a
little accomplishment on
big, small, something like that.
On my path. So but yeah, and then we probably gonna touch base on a couple current events. But that's it.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. We just gonna go in, but there is one other thing that's been, I'm not gonna say heavy on my spirit, but I've been noticing certain things in regards to what's going on in the world, and as far as some things to be prepared for, or either some things to be aware of that we're going to touch on. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. But as y'all come on in, just come on in, let us know where you're tuning in from, because we're gonna need some participation on this one.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. All right. So we're gonna give them a moment. And you know what? We actually just popped up on y'all. So we just popped up on y'all. We just come on in here. But yeah, okay. So when it came to the name changes, now we jumped the gun just a tad bit. Because we're in our own little world, and we're just doing things as they come along. And when we looked into it, kind of find out that the names that we had selected, there are a lot of different podcasts and other YouTube channels that are a little too close to it.
It's similar.
So it was meant to be for someone's divine timing. Yep, you're right about that. It is always in the right place at the right time. It's a good deal. Okay, so yeah, so we probably jumped the gun a little bit, because some of the channels that we were thinking about doing, as far as when it's Awakened Minds podcast or Journey Within podcast. What's up, Blue Diamond? Yeah, as y'all coming on in, we are just dropping a whole bunch of stuff on y'all, so y'all just be aware. We just popped in on y'all, so what's up? Let us know where you're tuning in from.
Yeah, we've been kind of busy as of late, and we'll tell you why we've been so busy. You're gonna be proud of us, though.
Very proud. Okay, but getting back to the channel name, and just like my baby has said on the video that we posted a few days ago, the reason why we're looking to change the name is that because as we go along on our journey, we've evolved. And not to say that we're above Twin Flames, but the journey has evolved into something that's that you can't just keep it within a twin flame topic, because there's so much that goes into when we look at our ascension. So we want to make sure that we're able to share the information that we've learned along the way, and not block anybody's blessing by just putting the name as just Twin Flame. Because when somebody look at us like, oh no, I'm not looking for a twin flame. But when you look at something like Journey Within, Awakened Minds, it's like, what's going on here? What? Let me tune in. Let me see what's going on.
That journey sounds like it might be something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, because when we think about what we've gone through within the past 3 years, I mean, we've gone through a lot. Y'all have gone through a lot, right?
The whole
And
world.
the whole world has gone through a lot. Hell, they even got aliens. They putting on display talking about ET. But come on,
ET phone home. It's crazy.
So much to go into, but this journey that we're on is not a external journey. It is a journey within. And so when we think about that journey, it's something that we've been saying for quite some time, is that you have to go within in order to do your healing, in order to get your powers. They're all within you. Even when we did our subconscious readings with Q Reads, we found out that we got a lot of power inside of us.
It's a lot going on in there.
So with that being said, we're just choosing a broader topic that's going to be able to catch more individuals.
Yeah, it's a broader topic. It's going to open up the conversation to so much more, because what we've realized is that people get stuck on the twin flame part, like searching and yearning for the twin flame. They get stuck on it. The running, the chasing, all of these type of phases, they literally are stuck. And it's not meant for you to stay there. It's meant for you to grow and evolve and blossom.
Yes.
So even though the twin flame information that we provided was very necessary and very wonderful for the time, we want the channel to continue to grow. And the information is still going to be there. We're not going to remove it or anything. It's going to be there.
Shows our journey.
And so we just want to continuously expand. And so we've come to the point in our journey where we are really blossomed. Like, we have learned so much.
Yes.
Like, it's incredible.
Straight facts.
What has it been, like 6, 7, almost 7 years?
Almost 7 years
in union. And
yeah, because we started. Hold on, let me look.
When we start this channel? 2018.
Yes, hold on.
6 years.
They usually have it.
Goddess.
There it is.
Goddess 999. Welcome, sweetheart. Welcome, Binti. Welcome, everyone. Valerie. Welcome to everybody in the house. Welcome, guys. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, so we started this journey on April the 27th, 2018.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a long time ago. And you see, one of the reasons too why we're looking to change the name of our channel is because we had to go straight gangster on YouTube, because it's part of our assignment. We had to go straight live and gangster for the whole 2020. 2021, and then some of 2022. Our channel got shut down. We almost
it didn't get shut down. We got a couple of strikes.
Well, we couldn't come on. We couldn't do live. So about 7 days. I think it was even 7 days or 2 weeks at one point.
No, we didn't get to that point.
Yes, we did. At one point, we couldn't do.
Oh yeah. That was that one time.
They cut us down.
Yeah.
But we had to really inform the people, and so it came at a price. Yep. And because of that, our channel it's kind of weird, because it's almost like, I don't know if you guys know what shadow banning is.
Oh, they know.
You guys know what shadow banning. So yeah. So YouTube has their own way of
allegedly YouTube
allegedly have their own way of doing that, right? So
we got to say certain words,
right? We do because we've been at 6,000 some odd subscribers since the whole situation started. We haven't grown past that number
since 2022.
One time we had got to 7,000, and I kid you not, within 1 day we lost like 500 to 600 subscribers. I'm still trying to figure out, how is this even possible? And it's like they keep us capped. As soon as we get to $6.99, they start deducting our subscribers.
But that's in the past.
And we're gonna grow past that, and we're gonna remedy that, right? And we will change the name. We will also because we don't need to do those rugged messages anymore because people get the message now.
Right.
Okay, they get the message. They get it now. We don't have to keep
for it.
shouting like we used to back in 2020. They get it now. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so now we can focus. Like someone said in the comments when they were picking the names, they said, "Let's leave the mind alone and run to the heart," because people seem to be losing their minds right now.
Yeah.
So they prefer. A lot of people prefer the journey within.
Yes.
You know. So that's what we're going to kind of focus on. We're really going to focus on going within and really providing um, tips that we use or strategies that we have used along our journey that got us this far.
Right.
You know, and some stuff we haven't shared. It's just a lot of things that we do, and we really haven't shared quite a bit of it in the late half of our journey.
Yeah.
So with journeying within, and we probably would do like maybe open it up to more of a podcast. That's why we wanted to call it podcasts. Put that somewhere in there.
Oh yeah.
To open it up to have you guys come on and share some of your journeys and stories and whatnot.
Yeah, because it definitely will be a podcast format, and we're planning on having it on Spotify, every place that you can think of for a podcast. You're going to see us on there, so definitely keep an eye out for that. And so many things, but as of right now, I guess we can say tentatively that the name is going to be Journey Within Awakened Minds, right. Because we don't want to build a channel that is similar to somebody else, and then they come in like, oh well, we had that name first. Like, no, we're gonna do something original, some original content that nobody else is touching on, and we're seeing that, you know, so many people are just regurgitating what they've heard the masters talk about. Yeah. And when I say the masters, I mean like Bobby Hemmett and Dr. Valentine and Dr. Sabi. It's like so many people are regurgitating that same information, which is good because you definitely need it in those beginning stages. But now we're going into the application phase where it's going to be a step up from what we had before. So hopefully for those who have watched us up until this point, you got that foundation on lock.
Right. And it's a build. You know, they came and they gave good information, but they gave it to us so that we can take it and build on it, not just keep repeating it, because, you know, when something keeps repeating, it's kind of stuck. You know, it's not really going anywhere. Right. You're supposed to take that, add to it, and grow, and so on and so forth. I guess that's what the whole point of evolution is. Right. Is not just to keep spinning the wheel, but actually going someplace.
Yes.
So that's what we hope to do. Just build on things. And we get a lot of downloads. We have a lot of dreams. I don't know much about you guys, but Dream Space has been lit, like super lit. Like Dream Space is sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between the dream realm, the astral realms, and here. So that's how vivid it has been.
Yes.
For the past, I want to say, couple months. It's getting really, really intense. Things are changing. Things are shifting. And
so many things are changing and shifting.
We've been minding our business for the past few months. That's why we hadn't been on here.
And actually, I think we probably need to tell them what we've been up to, because we saw the writing on the wall.
It was a long time ago.
Okay. We have seen the writing on the wall. And just a quick pause. If this information or this channel has been helping you out at all on your journey, either this video or the previous videos that we've done in the past, definitely show some love and donate to the CashApp. It's right down there. You see where my thumb is pressing?
Yes, thank you guys.
We appreciate any of those donations that y'all send our way. And supporting this channel and supporting the changes that we're going to be making, because you're going to see new channel art. as far as the logo, I'm not exactly sure if we're going to change the logo because I really like that flame logo. That is
I
just
do. I
dope.
like it too. Yeah.
So we may end up
Yeah.
just keeping that, but you're going to see a lot of changes. So just help
Mhm.
us in that whole process. But we have been doing a lot
Mhm.
because we saw the writings on the wall, and for one of the things that we saw for sure is that when it comes to our own financial success,
Mhm.
it is imperative that we have as much control of it as possible. What do you mean, Chris and Leisha? I'm glad you asked. Well, like what you talking about, Chris and Leisha? Have control of your own financial stability? What do you mean?
Mhm.
So, for a while we've been doing this entrepreneur thing and really trying to get things going,
Mhm.
and we've been going back and forth with working
Mhm.
spirituality. And so we was like, you know what, we got to stop doing this back and forth. We actually got to get this foundation solid.
Right.
So what we have pretty much done has um well, let me see, how can I say this. We have started the journey. Well, we've already been on the journey, but we
Mhm.
really got a good foundation going for our own businesses.
Mhm.
If y'all have seen before, we had our t-shirt business and everything. Well, we started out with Third Eye Apparel.
Man, that was back in the day.
That was the first thing, and some of that stuff is still dope.
Mhm.
And then we went into counseling,
Mhm.
and that worked out for quite some time. But then
Mhm.
we were still seeing some of the situations where it just wasn't sinking into people's head,
Mhm.
because you have those people that we call ask holes, where
Mhm.
they ask you for information and you give them information, but they just let it go right out the back and they don't apply anything. It was like, hold on, we can't
Yeah.
enable people. We
Right.
got to provide them with some solutions that can actually help them. So that's part of the reasons why we pulled back on doing the counseling, because we
Mhm.
noticed that, yeah, you know what, if we were any other type of person, we'll be like, yeah, book that session. Yeah, you probably need 3 or 4 sessions with
Right.
us. Yeah,
Right.
make sure you book it for Friday, and then two next week book it for Thursday, and then book the one for Saturday. We could have done
That wouldn't have been
that.
right. That would have been right.
It would not have been right. But we were like, hold no, we got to step back, because this is about
Yeah.
a journey of empowering people, not
Right.
enabling
And
people.
hence why we're going to change the name,
Hmm.
because when you're counseling someone who comes to you and they're like, hey, I'm on a twin flame journey, it kind of, for the most part, it gets stuck there, and they're really not understanding the bigger picture.
Hmm.
So we'll probably open it up. We'll open up to doing that again, coaching more in the future, because now it's broader.
Hmm.
And we'll open up to individuals who's not kind of like stuck
Right.
in a certain mindset. They really want to grow.
Hmm.
We really want to work with people who's open to grow,
Right.
not
And actually applying
in
the
applying,
knowledge.
right, just who wants to grow, not somebody who wants to look for someone to enable them in kind of like traits that's not serving them.
Right.
And that's what we found along this journey too, this twin flame journey. It's just a lot of people, they get stuck.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do. But just going into what we saw in the writings on the wall, and putting ourselves in a position where we have more control over what we're making.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll start off with mine, because it's just kind of the lead up to the big drum roll. So some of you all may have remembered when some of our videos were sponsored by Bay Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bay Legacy is my life insurance company. Okay. And so for the past almost 2 years now, I've been building my life insurance business, and it has gotten to the point where it's really paying the bills. Okay, it's gotten to that point. I ain't trying to boast or anything like that, but the main thing is that I have my own personal goal of eliminating GoFundMe accounts and fish fries and any type of fundraiser when it comes to funeral stuff, because we all know that we're going to pass someday. We don't know when that time is, but it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And so it's my personal mission to eliminate those as much as possible. And so if any of you all are looking to get more information when it comes to life insurance, definitely comment below and I'll make sure to get in contact with you. And either myself or somebody on my team will be able to help you get what you need. Okay. So that's my thing. So definitely look forward to some more stuff from Bay Legacy, because we are building legacies. We're not just fly by night type thing. So
right. And I think it's important for us to sometime in the near future, we're going to do a video. We're going to journey within. Do a video in the awakened mind explaining how death and life is kind of hand in hand.
Yes.
I think we mentioned this maybe a couple of years ago. People don't understand death simply because they don't understand life, and vice versa. So we'll go into that whole Undertaker realm, because literally he's the Undertaker.
Yep. I'm helping people pay their tolls so that they can get to the other side.
Osiris.
Okay.
And I'm
Osiris in the building.
I'm kind of like the complete opposite, but not really. I kind of introduce you to the Undertaker in a sense, in what I do here on planet Earth.
Right.
So today, which is what I told you guys, it's going to be a big day, a big announcement. So today, guys, I actually became a real estate agent.
Boom.
So that's what I've been doing for the past couple months. I've been studying nonstop. Right?
She passed that test on the first try.
Well, I heard it's hard. And
yes,
it's kind of, I felt kind of bad today because again, I did it on the first try. I mean, I don't know much, but a young lady, she was there in the testing site with me, and she said when we both walked in together. Thank you, Venti 2020. Thank you. We walked into the building together, and she was like, "Are you here to take the test?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So she said this was her 5th time.
5th.
I was like, "You mean 5? Like you did it 5 times already?" She said, "Yeah," and she still hadn't gotten it yet. So I was like, "Dang," that kind of like made me feel some type of way. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna not think about that. I'm gonna walk in here and I'm gonna do what I do.
Right.
I was like, ancestors, let's go. We got this. And she sat right next to me. And I literally could feel her energy field. Like I had to really focus myself a few times because I knew what I was doing.
Right.
But I just had to stay focused because, scientists, they just discovered that we already knew this, but they could measure it now. So now it's true.
Right.
They discovered that you can actually blend with someone's energy field. You can take energy from someone and give energy to someone. You don't even have to touch them.
Right.
So they have their measurements for that now. But anyway, she was sitting not too far from me and I can literally feel her behind me. And I was like, "Ooh, you gotta stay focused." So it was challenging, but I did. And when I walked out of the room, she came out a few minutes after, met her downstairs.
It was lightweight.
You know what? Met her downstairs and she still didn't pass. That was her 6th time, and I kind of felt weird because I'm downstairs talking about I'm too legit to quit, I'm down there celebrating. Yeah. And she came down, she's like, "Congratulations." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." But I saw the paper, the words on her paper look different than mine. because mine says congratulations, hers was saying something else, and I just didn't even want to ask her because I just it just made me just shut up because
leave it alone.
I just I kind of felt, ooh, you know what I mean, when you, because I don't like to be the only one celebrating.
Right.
It just don't sit good. But anyhow, that's that.
Yeah. So
I'm now a real estate agent. I will be with Keller Williams.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys need to buy a house, sell a house, and you're in Alabama, you can come.
Hit your girl up.
So I help you while you're here on the planet. Mm-hmm. And when you're ready to go home, he takes care of you. If that is not a twin flame, I don't know what it is.
We're a
power couple. Life and death.
Life and death. Life and death. So that's what we're doing.
So, I can't make this stuff up.
Yeah.
How could you?
So if you all were wondering, like, did we give up on this whole YouTube thing? Or we were like, no, we had to position ourselves so that we wouldn't have to worry about the root chakra so much, so that we can actually focus on the messages that we need to bring out. So
precisely,
we didn't want to put too much pressure on y'all, but hey, we still like those donations. We ain't gonna stop with that. No, keep it coming. But we wanted to make sure that our livelihood wasn't
solely dependent on bringing the message or coaching or whatnot. Because to be honest with you, we really wanted to set ourselves up so that we can be able to coach, deliver messages, come on here and deliver the message worry-free. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Not so dependent on it. But if it comes, when we know that it will, we're still going to be grateful. But at least we know that our root chakra is taken care of. Yeah. So that's why we pulled away and we said we were putting our energies in different places. That's what we were doing. Yeah. We were setting ourselves up to literally help y'all, right? Yeah. But in a different way.
Yeah. Because like, for example, when it comes to what I do, in order to truly be successful in it, there's a certain mindset that you have to have, because people can give you a script, you can get leads and things of that nature, and you can have the best leads and you can have the best script, but if you don't have the right mindset, all of it's gonna be trash.
Yep.
And right now it's just a matter of implementing those things that I've learned over the years and utilizing it for my business to help it to be successful. So we are literally applying pretty much all of the stuff that we have been telling you all for many years, because we want to be able to show and prove to you all that this stuff really does work and that you can control your reality. You can create the world that you want to live in. Yes. It doesn't matter if Libya is flooding. It doesn't matter if aliens are attacking. Well, it doesn't matter. It don't roll matter.
Over that. Okay, let's do that over. My baby don't always have the best words sometimes. He don't always know how to, I'm the Libra. I got Mercury helping me out. So we
go ahead.
Yes, Libya does matter.
Well, I mean, yeah, it matters. I'm just saying. Let me rephrase.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a second. Let's give him a second chance, guys.
We're gonna rewind.
Okay, let's do that again.
Okay. It doesn't matter. Well, let me back.
You got change
because I gotta. You know what? I'm gonna say it like I'm saying it. It doesn't matter what's going on outside of you. Okay, what's going on in your exterior world? Because if you build yourself up enough, it's not going to affect you. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying this to say that, and actually this kind of goes into one of the things I wanted to talk about. We're going to tap into it in a minute. But when it comes to your subconscious, if you can rule that subconscious and you can really be the master of that mind for the mind below and the mind above, mm-hmm. then you can really create the reality that you want to live in.
This is true.
And right now we are literally applying the knowledge that we have acquired over the years. And it's working.
It's really, really working. Like, man or woman, it is working.
Yeah.
Like, for real, guys.
Yeah. But prayers to the people in Libya.
Yeah.
For all of the fires and everything that's going on, even for the little ETs that they are trying to torture right now.
It's a lot happening. It is a lot happening. And, not saying that we can't send love and and compassion to those, because think about it, right? 2, almost 3, I don't even know what the count is. The last time that I checked in the flood, if you guys don't know about it, there's a really bad flood that happened on 9/11, I believe. It started on Sunday, but 9/11 is when they discovered that over 2,000 people were dead. They literally woke up in the Astros. They woke up in the Astros. They wasn't expecting that. Over 2,000 people. They thought they was about to wake up and go to school or wake up and cook breakfast, but they woke up in the astral realms. Could you imagine that? 2,000 people. I'm like, ooh, the astral realms is probably setting off some type of emergency, like a lot of souls just came in all at once. And then they had some type of earthquake in Morocco, killed a few, hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah.
And so people are kind of like, it's a lot of souls that is really going into the astros right now, guys. So I'm pretty sure there's some type of turbulence, like there's something going on over there, right? And one of the reasons why we wanted to come on here and really share what it is that we are doing is because I'm pretty sure out of those 2,000 people that didn't really wake up that day, I'm not sure what percentage of them actually had some form of life insurance or coverage for their family, right?
Yeah.
So we always say, hey, tomorrow, and we kind of live life like we really know, where we're going to be, what realm we're going to be in the next day. But tomorrow is not really always promised, right? No. So if you have loved ones, brothers, sisters, sons, daughters, or whatever have you, we implore you to make sure that they're taken care of. Yeah. We are in Alabama. You guys might be in a different state, whatever state that you're in. If you're in Alabama, definitely, reach out to us.
It doesn't matter which state you're in.
But if not, or even if you don't feel like talking to us, you might not like us, whatever. But definitely, okay, we implore you guys tonight to make sure that you have some form of coverage to take care of your son, daughter, sister, whoever is close to you that's going to be affected by you kind of like crossing over, right? Make sure, unexpectedly, make sure that you have something set aside to take care of your loved ones. Because, I mean, think about it. 2,000 people. How many of those people you think? How many?
Hold on, let me see if I still.
That's a lot of people. A lot of people, guys. So again, we'll do a different video one day breaking down. We're gonna go into details how it kind of links to spirituality and karma and things of that nature. But that's a whole deep different video. We'll do that in a different day to break it down for you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was something I had wanted to share, but I think knowing me, I deleted it.
I'm not going to say.
Don't even say that. Don't say that. But it goes into another topic that I wanted to talk on, but I don't know. Are we done with the announcements as far as the foundational stuff?
Yeah, so that was a big announcement that we wanted to let you guys know. Osiris and I guess Isis. We have a new position in the Matrix.
Yes.
I help you while you're alive, and my baby helps you to cross over or prepare you to cross over to the underworld. So
help you pay your tolls.
Help you to pay your tolls so you can move on.
But no, it's real talk because because one of the things when you ever have disembodied souls.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's what I wanted. That's the deep topic I wanted to talk about.
Right. When you have disembodied souls, what's really going on there most of the times is that they feel like they have some unfinished business.
Yeah.
And some of those cases, you know, a lot of people say, well, I want to make sure that they're okay when I'm not around.
Yeah.
And if they had actually took out a policy to make sure that if they're not there that they're going to be okay, then they can actually make that transition a lot smoother, so that they're not anchored here worrying about, oh, is Jimmy gonna be okay, is Sally gonna be okay, is little Ron gonna be all right. Like, you would know, because if you took care of it before you passed away, you can rest really well knowing that you did your part to protect your family, just in case if you're not there to help take care of their boo-boos or get their food or provide them with food and shelter. You know that you did your part to make sure that they're going to be okay. And so that helps in that transition part, like real talk, because there are some people who don't cross over because they feel like they didn't take care of their loved ones while they were on earth.
And that's a form of attachment. We'll do a whole video breaking that stuff down for you guys. It's really interesting.
Right.
Because we had discovered that a few years ago. But it's a really deep topic, and we'll be more than happy to dive into that with you guys. Maybe bring some of you on, and maybe you can share some of your stories and whatnot. Because we don't want this just to be about us, you know. No. We definitely want to include you guys in some of our talks and get you to share your side and what you've experienced with the many topics that we are going to be talking about. Now, if you guys want us to dive into any particular topic, or maybe we can do, because I know we covered a lot of topics, right? A lot of the topics from 2020, 21, 2022 is probably quote unquote, maybe it's a little bit of conspiracy, but all of them turned out to be true, didn't they? Well, I digress. Those topics were really to shine a light. A light has been shined. People can see now. So now we want to start healing the heart.
Yes.
You know, diving into the mind, uncovering, unlocking codes within our DNA to allow us to be more powerful, or as powerful as we can be, really living up to our full potential.
Right.
And there are actually meditations that you can do that you can literally unlock these parts of ourselves. I've done it. Look back there. What y'all see back there? Never took a painting class a day in my life. So we have a lot of gifts and talents that's literally laying dormant within us. And there are ways that we can actually access these things. And these are some of the things that we're going to talk about or dive into, you know, as we move forward with the change to the channel. So how do you guys feel about the name? You guys can put it in the chat. Just let us know how you feel.
Yes.
Journey Within Awakened Minds. Podcast. What do you guys, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, let me
so like my baby said, the Journey Within podcast, I really like that one, and I see 50% of you chose that one, but it's just quite a few names out there, and we don't want to make it difficult for people to find us. So Journey Within Awakened Minds, I think that's really cool, because then you get to actually dive in to an awakened mind. And I know everyone here on this chat right now, you guys your minds are wide awake. So we'll probably try to figure out how we can invite you guys on the show sometimes, and we'll talk about topics together, and we'll just dive in.
Yep.
And really explore.
Yeah, because one of the things that we're really going to be focusing on, like for one, yeah, you definitely want to get your root chakra in alignment and do what you need to do to survive while you're on this plane. We're not telling you to go live in the mountains and sing kumbaya and things like that. No, you still got to take care of what you got to take care of. But one of the things that we really understand at this point is that the most important thing is getting off of this realm and going into the 12th dimension and beyond. We ain't mess around with 5D. Okay. 5D is still in
the prison.
It's still in the prison.
The prison.
We're trying to get out of the prison.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are going to be focusing on 12D and beyond. Excuse me, not even 12D, the 13th dimension, because there's a gap that is in between the 12th and the 13th.
Which is why they have the 12 zodiac signs.
Mm-hmm.
You notice how they don't like to talk about the 13th sign?
Mm-hmm.
They kind of just, oh, we don't have it. Let's not talk about it. Anything 13, they try to dismiss it.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys have noticed, today is the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
And the seat that I sat in to take my test, it was number 13.
There you go.
When I saw that, I was like, damn, we're going to do it like that, ancestors? Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the number 13 is pretty significant. We're going to be talking about stuff like that. The number 13 and its significance and the history behind it. Like, we're really going to dive in.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to come on here and you're going to be here with us too. I mean, you don't have to be on the screen if you're not comfortable, because everybody's not comfortable being on the screens.
Right.
But we definitely it's going to be times where we're going to be up here and you're going to be with us also. And we're going to be going into the awakened mind.
Yes. Now, one thing I wanted to touch on, which is that there's a lot of talk about the matrix actually being broken.
Collapsed.
It is down. It's collapsed, right? And there's also talks about how instead of the warring planet being Mars, is actually Pluto.
Oh, that's juicy stuff.
Okay. I don't know if y'all heard about that, but that's what's going on.
Yeah.
And she said the hotel I work at has a 13th room.
13. Wow. See, and today is the 13th.
Yes.
It's something in there. And today felt like a really, really lucky day. But go ahead, baby.
Yes. But we were having a conversation as we normally do, and we really are going to do better. I'm claiming it right now. We're going to do better with recording ourselves on Sundays, because for whatever reason on Sundays, we have some of the deepest conversations.
What? We don't even know where it comes from.
We just dive right into it.
Yeah.
But the other day we were having a conversation about how the Matrix is pretty much done, and that the warring planet has changed from Mars to Pluto. And when my baby said that, immediately I saw this picture that I saw on Instagram where there's a picture of this guy, and I sorry, I didn't pre-plan for this, so I'm gonna have to paint a picture for you all. But you know, those images, kind of like the AE Waits cars, like those tarot deck cars, it kind of has that type of image, if that helps you out. The image was of a guy, and out from around him, he had the different planets, and the planets were connected to different parts of his body. And so when my baby was talking about how the warring planet is changing to Pluto, that image popped in my head, and I was like, hold on, okay. What does the planet Pluto represent when it comes to the body? Well, Pluto corresponds to the subconscious.
Yeah.
And when you think about that, that's where the war is going on right now. Full-blown World War III is right here.
4, 5, and 6.
Okay. And with that being said, if you know anything about manifestation, the things that you focus on the most, wherever your attention goes, energy flows.
And it grows, yeah.
And one of the things that our attention goes to a lot are the things that are always playing in our subconscious. There are things that are just playing in the background all the time, just like this, for example, this screen back here. Imagine that like the subconscious, and it's a beautiful picture on the background. But imagine if there was an ugly picture playing in the background, then that energy would reverberate throughout our whole experience. And so that's where the war is right now. And so if you can get into the mode of clearing out that subconscious and doing an inception on yourself, with planting some seeds of abundance, wealth, health, partnership, whatever, love, you can plant those seeds into the subconscious, and what happens is that now, because the matrix is broken, like it's not functioning the way that it normally functions.
No.
Because you can go out nowadays and just notice that something is off.
It's weird. It is weird as hell. I remember when we had the whole situationship in 2020. They had stopped arresting people for stealing in California.
Yep.
So people, I think, if you steal, what was it, under $1,000 worth of items, they'll just leave you and let you walk out the store. Like, what? It's just weird. A lot of weird stuff since 2020, and even before, but since 2020, it just got from bad to worse. Who can remember in 2020? Every month it was just a new thing. Like, everybody was just waiting. It was like movies.
Yeah.
We even had the 12 Monkeys movies, and somebody went by the zoo and they released all the animals out of the zoo, and the zoo was running across the highways. So it was just a lot. Every month something different happened. It's just it hasn't stopped. It's just something new all the time. We had fires in Hawaii, then we had floods in Libya, then we had the earthquake over there in Morocco. It's just something's always happening, and it's really drastic. And this is to paint a picture to make us feel that, look how bad the place is. Everything is falling apart. You know what? How I'm looking at this, every time something ends, there is something else that's beginning. And if you choose to just focus in only on the bad that's happening, I'm not saying it's not happening, it is happening, but you can also look to see the growth or the newness that is actually emerging. So we're not going to be so caught up in how bad things are that we actually missing the growth and the beautifulness of something that's emerging.
Yes.
I don't want you guys to miss it, because something beautiful is happening. 9/11, they had 2 beautiful rainbows in New York. Double-decker rainbow on the 2 twins. I don't know.
Right over the Twin Tower site.
I don't know if they was just saying deuces. I don't know what, but it was 2 double-decker rainbows on 9/11 in New York.
And you know what is so key? This is it's kind of off topic, but not. Do you remember on Monday when I told you I had went out back when I was letting the dogs out and I saw a rainbow?
Yeah.
Over the house?
Yeah.
Like, we literally had a big ass rainbow over our house.
Oh, wow.
And we were just listening to Dr. B just a moment ago talking about the significance of rainbows. So, like, it is time to really put some things into action.
It's shifting. Like, guys, physically, something is different. Okay, so Rain in Motion said, there is a weird energy circulating definitely. Facts, baby. You are not crazy. We are telling you, yes. And Blue Diamond says, yes, I kept falling for no reason. Babe, tell them about your story when you was falling. When you was in the kitchen, when you was cooking, when you was making breakfast, and you was like, babe, why am I leaning to the left? Y'all not crazy. It's happening.
I was in the kitchen cooking.
Yep.
And I'm sitting at the stove, I'm doing my thing. And I feel this like literally like I'm going over this way. Like, what the hell? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I feel like I'm pushing this way, like the world is tilting.
Literally.
I was like, wow.
Y'all ain't crazy. Yeah. Okay. And she also said, Rain in Motion said, I got dizzy a few days ago and dropped on the ground. And magnetic poles, man, it's a lot going on between the shifting and the pulling. And also what I realized, I don't know if I can say this.
Which part?
The frequency pulsation. I'm not gonna say that. I'm trying to stay
well actually
so they don't keep shutting our stuff down. So
one of the things you could definitely say is
she said she was cooking too. Wait a minute. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Here's one thing, because we definitely know that the frequencies have increased. Because if you go outside, and sometimes you don't even have to go outside, but if you just sit still for a moment, this starts to happen.
Yep. No joke.
Like you start feeling the rhythm. You just start rocking
back and forth.
Like when you really tune in, you just like,
you don't know who it ain't, like, you doing it.
Like, why am I rocking? Why am I
just
doing
back?
This?
Just stay still. Especially maybe if you can go to nature. Because we went on a walk. We go to this little lake. We showed you guys. It was on the last video. Remember when I was sitting down and I started rocking back and forth? And I thought I was tripping. So I was like, babe, am I rocking back and forth? He's like, yep. And I'm like, I'm not doing it.
Like it's just something you feel it.
Yeah.
And you start tuning in with it. And this is some stuff is really coming online, y'all. And it's so many different patterns of things that are going on that we have to be aware of. Like there's so many messages and so many things. And
I got a solid download too that day when I was just rocking back and forth. Like I got a really, really good download. You had to ask me a question and I gave you the answer and I was listening to the answer. And after I gave them the answer, I was like, wow. So I knew it was like, just me tapping into a higher form within myself. You know what I mean? Because that answer was profound. I wowed myself. What would we talk? We was talking about the masculine and feminine energy, wasn't we? I remember we were talking about the masculine and the feminine energy, and we were saying that the patriarchy. That was a deep conversation, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were okay. And this was actually a live that we were planning on doing, but the only reason we did not do it is that because that particular day I had cut the grass and that sun whooped my ass.
Yeah,
It whooped my ass, but I'm glad that you said that because I can actually put this in real quick.
Nice.
Which is that here is a little bit of a tip when you're looking to get information to evolve or on your ascension path, which is that if you are looking to get advice from someone, make sure that they have respect for women. Okay. Because we were sitting and having a conversation and we were talking about the Sibyls. If you're not aware of who the Sibyls are, I would definitely recommend that you look into them. They are the primordial mothers. Okay. They're the ones who pretty much started this whole thing. But in talking about the Sibyls, it was like, okay, in the beginning, it was a whole matriarch type thing. And so how did it switch, or how did they step down to make a man be like the king, to be like the face of it? But without going too deep, I'm going to fast forward a little bit so I don't get too bogged down on this, which is that a true leader, a good leader, is created by a woman. Just facts. Because in order to,
how else they get here?
I mean, when you look at that perspective, like your greatest leaders had to come from a woman, whether it's another woman or a man. They came from a woman,
literally.
And so, ladies, you have to understand the power that you have and what you actually create. And you can create some very powerful leaders, especially when you're balanced yourself. And that's another reason why we really wanted to broaden the name for this channel. Because we're talking about growth, because we have to really acknowledge that our leaders come from women. And so if we want to create the world that we want to live in, we have to be able to raise those type of leaders. And in order to raise a really good leader, you have to be balanced and have those qualities within yourself. The mother is not going to be the one on the forefront because, hell, she did all she needed to do to take care of you for 18 years to make sure that you were good. She don't want to be in the spotlight. You do that. But in order for that leader to be birthed, it has to come through a woman and actually learn those things. And you'll also notice that a really good leader has a partner. Okay, it's one of the things in the Ifa tradition, and this is one thing that a Baba told me, which is that when you're looking for a spiritual teacher, if he is not married, don't listen to him.
Ooh, he was serious with that too.
He was very serious when he said that. It's like, serious. If he is not married, that is not the one that you want to get your teachings from, because he doesn't have the balance of the feminine and masculine energy. So that's one thing to definitely touch on. We're gonna have to do a whole video. We're gonna have to
go real deeper into that because the masculine and feminine, you first cultivate it within you, and then it reflects in your external world.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's a whole thing. It's a whole we gonna do it, but we didn't want to make today's video too long. We just wanted to come in here and thank you guys so much for helping us pick the name of the channel. Yes. I hope you guys like the name that we selected. So if you guys are now joining us, we're going to do the name change. It's going to be called Journey Within Awakened Minds. So we are evolving from Twin Flames. We have grown, we've blossomed. And so now we are going to be doing a lot more things. We're going to cover a lot more broader topics. So I figure that, or we figure, Journey Within Awakened Minds would really cover that spectrum.
Yes.
Right? And make everybody feel inclusive. We can have you guys come on here and share all different kinds of stories. It'll be really interesting and it'll be fun. Not just stuck on the twin flame journey, even though we're grateful for our twin flame journey, right?
Yes.
But it's so much more to explore, right?
A lot more.
And Tupac, what's up? Tupac made a really, really good comment. And he mentioned, or she, we don't even know if you're a boy or girl, Tupac. Are you a boy or a girl? We don't know. But I guess it doesn't matter.
Although we can share that. Where'd it go?
It was really, really.
Was it on this one or the video?
No, it was on the video.
Okay.
And I guess the comment was really the same thing that we kind of talked about as to the whole reason as to why we are changing the name. To be honest with you, some people, they're really not in a place where they can hold the frequency of a twin flame just yet. And there are steps that they need to take before they can actually get there. And for some people, it's like they're confused. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Although Tupac, we're gonna give you a shout out. Oh, he's I'm my boy.
Our boy.
We're gonna give a shout out real quick on this because we appreciate this comment here.
He explained it to the T. Yes. I'm like, were you a fly on the wall when we were talking about this? Were you listening to our conversation?
So we're gonna look at this real quick.
Yeah, let me read it out so you guys can hear. Because that was just so well said. So Tupac, he likes the awakened minds, and we really like that too. And we like the journey within, but people have those, right? So that's why we kind of fuse them together, right? So he said awakened minds sounds good. I totally understand the reason to change the name. I am building up my own website soon. So whenever you get your website, Tupac, just send it over to us. We'll probably put it in the community board or something. So I too feel that it's truly important to make it sound approachable. See, to the average Joes. Not downplaying the average Joes, but it is what it is, right? That's what I'm saying. Even though people will resonate with this type of material, is already way above average consciousness, which is true. However, as light workers, we use the most grounded ways to make the light available to as many as possible, which is what we're trying to do. Mm-hmm. From what I found is that even most spiritual people don't even know what a twin flame is, which is true. Even if they do, it's just a new age concept to them. Facts. Because there is a level to this. It is true. There are levels to this awakening. He said, my humble opinion is that twin flame teaching will only resonate with those seekers who are by the end of their seeking. Very true. Where they are courageous enough to embrace the delusions of the disillusion of the last stage of duality. Mm-hmm. So that's when you're actually ready to merge. Mm-hmm. Self versus non-self, yin, yang, all that stuff. You're not doing the verses anymore. You're really ready to, the final union with the divine self, leaping into the realization of the supreme self, the absolute. And another of my finding is that unawakened people are unlikely to have full, complete twin flame experiences, which is also true. Because their minds will push it away, which is what they so-called, this is what I'm saying, this is what they call the runner and chaser phase. And from our experience, what we have seen. Mm-hmm. So yeah, awakened minds or journey within sounds great. If a person focuses on working on self, boom, and being fully enlightened, then the twin flame is pretty much an automatic. That's what we try to do.
That's what we try to do.
So, we try to go here inside so that we can get it to reflect out here.
Right.
All right. So I thought that was really, really well put. Thank you, Tupac. We appreciate that.
Yes. So, bam. So that's what we had to share as far as the updates, the reason why we're not on as frequently as we were in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because we had to regroup because we realized that we still have a mission to complete. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to be like these love and light people that somebody you got to stay on mission. Like, no, that just sounds so wrong. But we do realize that we have an impact and we want our impact to be meaningful.
True.
We don't want it to have fluff. Mm-hmm. Okay. We want to be something of substance. Okay.
Yes.
Carry some weight to it. So that's why we're going to be making these changes. And that's why we made sure that our foundation is solid. So that way we don't waver when it comes to providing you all with the information. Okay. And somebody asked, said, I'm from Alabama. What part are you all in?
Oh, nice.
We are in the Metro Birmingham area. And we're just going to leave it at that because there are some crazy people.
Yeah, they got crazy people.
Who may try to look us up and find us.
Right.
But if you're on this channel, we have our contact information in the description. So you can definitely hit us up that way. But we are not going to put it on full blast.
Put it on. People they crazy.
We are in the Birmingham metro area. Come find us.
Yeah. No. Shoot us an email, and we'll go ahead and we'll exchange. Contact information. We might meet up, get something to eat or whatnot.
Oh, she said she's in the Birmingham area. Okay.
Yeah, send us an email, and then we'll share our contact information and whatnot.
See what's going on.
Most definitely.
Feel you out. See what's going on.
Most definitely. Yeah. But Regina and Blue Diamond, you guys stay safe. Because the shifting and the pulling and it could get a little bit much. Just be careful, okay?
Yeah. Just and being aware is very, very important. There was one thing I always kind of chuckle a little bit whenever Isis Wisdom says this. And she says you have to keep your head on a swivel.
Yes, and these times you really do.
Yeah. So you definitely have to keep your head on a swivel. And just be aware of your surroundings because, the other day I'm going to say this last one. We're going to get out of here.
All right.
the other day we realized that we shift realities.
Ooh, baby.
Because there, what was it? Was it a store or what was it that
it was
there?
2 or 3 stores. No,
restaurants. Yes, we were over in.
This is downtown.
Yeah, downtown. Yeah, we were. We went out to our little favorite sushi bar down on the south side.
Unami.
Umi.
It's Umi's our dog's name. It's
Unami, something like that. But we were like, we want to go somewhere to eat and have some fun, right? And so we noticed that when we were leaving, it was like, hold on, there used to be a Jimmy John's right there. Because we had went with the kids one time and we went up the steps and everything and went into the Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
And we go to the same place where the same steps are, no Jimmy John's.
Not a sign of it. Like, it's a whole different place that's there now.
Like, this is not something you can just plug and play a restaurant. No, this is brick and mortar. That was a Jimmy John's. We bought Jimmy John's from this place.
It's gone. And the other one right next to it too was gone, shut down. And the other one right next to it was gone, shut down. So
right. And the thing is that those were the 3 restaurants that we didn't like the vibes in. Like, no cap. Those are the only, because like
we like the other one.
the Mexican restaurant across the street was there.
Yep.
The sushi bar is
that
good.
was there. Yep.
The little,
even the little one at the
little
top,
bar at the top,
that was
they
there.
were still there, but
it's just the ones we didn't like. I wonder what happened. Oh man, that's how life is, I guess.
But yeah, that's it. We have a lot in store for you all, so just bear with us because we're going to be, for one, double checking to make sure that this title that we're going to go with is going to be a solid one. And then once you all see that art channel, the channel art change,
that's it.
Get ready,
rumble.
Get ready.
We'll try to reach out to you guys, maybe via email and whatnot, to kind of invite you on so we can talk about some stuff, because we know that you guys have some crazy experiences too. So we'll go into the topics, and you guys, if you want to pick topics that you wanted to talk about or go into, feel free to send us an email. Our email is still open, twinflamesunite without the E. We might have to change that too. No, I'm doing too much.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We could change our email. We'll keep both of them until
until we switch over.
All right, we'll change our email too. Yeah, we'll change it. What is it? Journey Within Awakened Minds, and we'll get a business email. We're about to do a lot of changes.
Yeah. So just be on the lookout.
But in the meantime, if you guys would like to be on the show, if you have an idea for a topic that you wanted to talk about on the show, please don't be a stranger. Send us an email. We'll do the show. We could invite some other people, and we can journey within our awakened minds together. We can learn a lot from each other.
Yep.
So that's all we got to say for right now.
All right, y'all, because it is getting late.
It is getting late.
So we love y'all. We see William already trying to check out. We're trying to check out too. Right, so we love y'all so much. Peace out.
Peace. Bye-bye.